God forbid something happens to Donald Trump because of what I'm telling you, that they're not taking his threat matrix seriously, I will never, ever forget this article. And Daniel Arkin's piece I will highlight every day to make sure you know that the people who wanted Trump hurt use this as cover to not do anything about his growing security situation. And of course, once this loser at NBC, Daniel Arkin, wrote this story, Business Insider emailed this dipshit too. Aliyah Shoaib. Tucker Carlson claims we're speeding towards assassination, amping up baseless far-right conspiracy theories. I emailed Aliyah Shoaib, another coward, loser, zero, parents embarrassed to have spawned this idiot. I said, listen, is this baseless? How do you know it's baseless when you never asked me what I was basing it on? The answer is this idiot doesn't know that at all. They're making it up. And then Forbes had to jump in. Here's another imbecile at Forbes, Antonio Pequeño. The fourth Pequeño. He's very Pequeño. He says it's a conspiracy theory. Where it started, who was pushing it. Here's the irony of this. These people do no homework at all. Did you guys pick up on this? They're claiming Tucker Carlson said it and then we picked up on it, which is kind of funny because we said this months ago when someone reached out to us saying there was a very dangerous situation happen, and then Tucker said it after. So how did we pick up on Tucker when you could have just looked back at my Rumble account and actually saw we said it a long time ago? The answer is Antonio Pequeño, ADO Shobab, whatever your name is, and Dan Arkin, three douche canoes. The answer is you just could have looked and figured out that I had already been talking about this. And I'm not going to, and by the way, you think I'm going to give up my sources? I thought we were protecting whistleblowers. You guys don't give a shit. If this guy gets hurt, God forbid, because of what I know and you don't, you have no idea, I will never, ever let this go. I want you to understand that. I will never let this go. Ever. What? Dan Arkin, I'm very sorry. Guy did some homework. Guy says, show him respect in the security space. What's his bachelor's degree in, Guy, again? English and new media. Dan, I'm sorry. You are 100% know more about presidential executive protection than I definitely know more than I do, Dan. He graduated cum laude in English and special media. Special media, Dan. We're so sorry. By the way, Dan's never gotten back to me, so you should find him on Twitter. You should find him on Twitter and ask him why. If he's got a source saying I'm making this up, it's weird. He doesn't even cite the source anonymously. The answer why is he doesn't have a source. He's making this up because he doesn't care if Trump gets hurt. And he's trying to get us to stop talking about it because they know exactly what Biden allies are doing to diminish this guy's security footprint. Human freaking garbage in the media. Garbage. Justice is dead. This deep state is real. Do not listen to these people. This was a great tweet by this AKA guy on Twitter. 10 years in prison for Amin, 17 for pulling on a metal temporary fence. He had 18 months in prison for throwing a Molotov cocktail into a police car in the middle of New York City. Jan 6 protests, no deaths except unarmed Trump supporters. Barely any damage, lasted 3 hours. Thousands prosecuted, not one charge was dropped. BLM riots, 700 officers injured, $2 billion in damages, lasted for months. 2,000 felony arrests dropped. Goes on, folks. Stand in front of abortion clinic, find yourself in jail. Bomb the courthouse in Portland, Oregon. Find yourself a hero to the Biden left. Justice is dead, folks. I want you to understand you're living in a police state right now. The evidence is everywhere. And all of these media people, they're doing their best to try to intimidate you. The beautiful part about this whole thing is we have 73,300 people watching. We have 2.87 million subscribers on Rumble. We get 1 million people that watch an episode on video, about another million on audio. We have one of the largest social media presences in the world, 4 to 5 times that of the Washington Post and New York Times. They're losing. You're winning. 350 radio stations. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. You can't, ever. There's nothing you can do. We're not afraid. We're not even remotely intimidated. I was born for this. Every second of it. I love it. I wake up every morning and I feed and fuel off your stupidity. I hope you understand that. There's nothing you'll ever do to stop me. I will die fighting you idiots to my last breath. I will expose you, ridicule you, everything. I will never stop. There's no boycott. There's nothing you can do to me. I am financially secure for life. It's not, money means nothing to me anymore. Zero. Not a damn thing. It's exposing you absolute losers. That's my entire life's mission. I will never stop. Ever.